Linz, well, I think we can all agree the cost of living is really high right now. You have rent, you have groceries, maybe student loans. They all cost a lot, especially if you are a young person fresh out of university or working an entry-level job. So this could be why a Canada Life study found that more than 90% of Canadian parents are financially supporting their adult children. So how does this impact the financial future of parents in the long run? We've got money expert Robyn Thompson here with us today with that answer. Great to have you in.
Good morning.
So to start, you say parents financially supporting their adult kids is turning into a bit of a phenomenon. What do you mean by that?
90%, right? 90%. It is a phenomenon, and I don't think it's going anywhere. It's here to stay. When we're looking at some of these numbers, 1 in 3 actually say that they feel like it's going to impact their retirement. And close to 60% of people who are retired are actually saying that they're doing one large time sums. So whether it be for a wedding, whether it be for a house down payment, whether it be for the grandkids' education, it is so expensive to live. And people are finding themselves in a place where they want to help support their children. Again, I don't think it's going away. So this is about management. How do you manage your finances when you're in a position where you feel like you want to help your adult children?
You want to help your adult children, and maybe you're also helping aging parents. Like there are financial costs coming at you from every direction.
It's the sandwich generation, so it's people are helping both sides of it. So how do we manage that? What does it look like for both the children and for the adults?
Yeah, well, you can't help if you don't have any money yourself, right? So what are common ways that parents financially support their kids? What are they paying for?
Yeah, so there's 4 categories that we take a look at across the board that we're seeing. So one of them is going to be housing. So housing, really we're taking a look at that is about, it's rent, is it mortgage? How are you helping with the housing costs? It is education. So this would be things like paying for post-secondary education, graduate school, debt. So is this good debt? Is it bad debt? And then final living expenses. This is everything from utilities to cable to groceries on the table. So across the board, we're seeing that, the adults, need some support from their parents. So they're really crossing the gamut when it comes to where they need support, how they need support. But it's something that, again, it's not going away, and we need to pay attention to it for our finances and to help give them a leg up.
Yeah, so how are you seeing that this is impacting the ones who are paying for those who need help, whether it's parents or whoever is helping to support other people? How is it impacting them?
So there's 2 sides to that conversation. So the impact can be huge. So one of the sides to look at is if you are supporting them and you're having a position where you don't have significant amount of resources, it's going to have a huge impact on how you manage your finances. On the other side, there's also the type of people who have enough capital, who are in that position where they're transitioning their wealth from one generation to the next, who have excess funds. So if you are in the camp where you are stretching to make your money, then there's a few different impacts. So number one, when it comes to housing, you have to look and see, are you carrying your own mortgage? And at the same time, are you helping to carry your child's mortgage at the same time? So are you getting into a position where you have double mortgages? And if that's the case, are you prepared for the impact if they can't pay that payment? Because you are now jointly responsible if you have signed on that mortgage. Also, when you're taking a look at paying taxes on things like RESPs or registered education savings plans. So an RESP is meant for your child's education. You contribute to the plan. It grows tax deferred. When the children take it out, it's taxed on their marginal tax rate, which presumably is low because they're children. If they don't go to school, you can either transfer it into your RSP, but if you don't have room, you need to take that into income and then potentially pay tax on any of the growth from what the contributions were to where it is now, and you have to pay back all the grant room. And then finally, when you take a look at debt, are you helping your children with debt? Is it credit card debt? Is it debt that is good debt, which essentially means it's either a house or it's something that's appreciating in capital, it's investments, it's growing a business? Or is it credit cards? Is it that high consumer debt that is not growing? So, it's about what is the impact that it has on you. And sometimes I find that people don't look at what the number looks like in the future. Because when you give your money to help, what that means is that you're then giving up that appreciation room, that room for growth in the money.
Right.
Because once it's transferred, it no longer has time to grow and compound. So you are not just giving up the capital now, but you're giving any future appreciation of capital as well. So you need to be able to afford that.
Yeah, these are conversations that are important to have and important to have early because of that. Robyn, thanks so much for coming in.
You're so welcome. It's great to see you as always.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.